3 watches under 500 euros. Welcome everyone to another episode, and today I'd like to talk to you about 3 great watches, affordable watches under 500 euros. I have my coffee with me and we can get started immediately. I've done a recent video on styling the Junghans Max Bill, which was already in this direction, and you guys really liked it. I'll put a link somewhere. So first of all, let me start off with why I'm doing this video. I get asked quite often, what watch should I choose? What watch would you recommend? Is this a great watch to purchase? And especially for people that have a budget, for example, under 500 euros, they might tend to go into the fashion brand range. But there's no need for that. There are great brands, Swiss brands even, and also Japanese brands that are in this fantastic range that make awesome watches with a lot of great history, build quality, and of course have different kinds of movements, either automatic, manual wound, or quartz even. So I have three watches from 3 brands here with me today. First of all, I have a Swatch with me, I have a Seiko with me, and I have an Omega Seamaster with me. First of all, let me start with the Swatch. So Swatch is a great Swiss brand. It belongs to the Omega group, or well, basically belongs to the Swatch group, but it's a fantastic brand, and I personally really like the Swatch watches because they're fun. They add to the collection very nicely because they have this super cool design aspect. They're easy to wear. They have quartz movement, which I'm not personally a big fan of quartz, but I don't mind it, so it's just awesome. And of course, they're super affordable. If you go on the secondary market, for example, flea markets, or even on eBay, you can find fantastic Swatch watches for as little as 20 euros, for example. It's definitely something that you can add to your collection because it just shows what kind of depth you have as a collector, in my opinion. And I feel that every experienced collector should have a Swatch, but that's just my personal opinion. There are many different kinds of Swatch pieces out there. You have pieces that have an automatic movement as well. So this is something that I look for. I really find the Swatch automatic movements fascinating. There's the System 51, which is cool. Other than that, you have so many different kinds of styles. You have different collaborations with designers, with artists. It's definitely a watch that you can consider adding to your collection. It's something that you can talk about as well, also with like-minded watch collectors. The second watch I have with me is a Seiko watch. In this case, this is my Seiko Diver Boruto edition, which is the collaboration between the Naruto anime, which was released, I think, in fall or winter last year. And I picked up the Boruto version. I really like this watch because, well, I've always wanted a Seiko in my collection. Seiko watches are fantastic because they're also similar to Swatch, I would say, in a niche that has fantastic build quality and a great price. One of my favorite watches was the Seiko Presage because it's a really dressier, elegant watch, easy to use, daily wear watch. I just found the dials that Seiko makes super fascinating. So I picked up the Boruto Diver because it's just a cool watch, in my opinion. It looks great, but it's also a collaboration between 2 brands I really enjoy. I'm a big fan of the Naruto anime, so it was just the perfect fit for me. I picked this watch up last year with the help of Juwelier Bauer in Munich, and I'll put all the links down below. I really like it. So if you're looking into getting a watch that has great build quality, you might be looking for a diver, for example, or a dressier watch, then definitely these 2 pieces, either the Seiko Diver or Presage, might be something for you. And the great thing here is very affordable. Last but not least, I have an Omega watch with me, and yes, it's an Omega watch under 500 euros exactly. If you dive into the vintage Omega space, you can find a lot of great Omega watches, especially the Omega Seamaster. This particular watch is actually my brother's watch. He picked it up a while ago. If you dive into this whole space, you will find watches on flea markets, you will find them on eBay, on many different kinds of secondary markets. It's again the price and what you get for the price. You have a brand with a lot of history, you have a movement from a Swiss watch brand, you have the name Omega on the watch, so that's great too. And then you have this amazing piece that's super affordable, and you can still find some under 500 euros, although they are gaining in price rather quickly. So I think some of them are around 800 euros now, but you can still find some. The watches, the Omega Seamaster watches, the vintage watches, especially these ones, are rather small. So they go in 34 or 36 millimeters. But if you have a small wrist, it's definitely a watch to consider. In my opinion, these three watches is from three great brands. 2 Swiss brands, 1 Japanese brand. They have 3 things in common. The one is history with brand and everything. The other thing is, of course, the affordable price. The third thing is build quality and also design. These 3 options is something I would recommend someone who would ask me the question, what watch should I get for a price like under 500 euros? These are my 3 recommendations. There are many other options out there, many other brands out there, and I definitely recommend buying what you like. If you have the option to choose between a fashion brand and a Swiss watch brand, then I personally always pick the Swiss watch brand because it just has more history. If you're a bit lucky, they might even grow in value. So this is something I'd consider, and they're just amazing watches. That being said, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you liked this type of video. If you have any other questions or if you want something different, please put the comments down below. And that's it for today. As always, thank you for watching. If you feel like it, put a thumbs up. See you in the next episode. Bye-bye.